So y'all, um, seen a post talking about why people can't find love, and I just want to say my opinion on it. I just want to give my opinion on it. Number one, you can't find love. That's where people fuck up right there. You can't find love. It has to be built. Even within yourself. Even within yourself. You still have to build love. That's why a lot of people now, they don't really love themselves. I mean, they do, but they don't. Not like they could or should. That's why they're constantly looking for it from other people. Even though being loved by somebody is different than loving yourself, right? It's still not going to compare to loving yourself. There's no way around this, man. I promise y'all, man. You know, and it feels better actually when you're loved by somebody else when you love yourself. It's like 20 times as much. Like, imagine if you didn't care about yourself but people love you. It's kind of like in vain, like, you know what I mean? You don't reciprocate towards it, I guess, you know? But if you love yourself and then you got other people loving on you, you love yourself, you got kids, daughters and sons, and wife, and all that. Come on, man. No comparison. But the thing said, why can't people find it? And number one on the list is because they have to fall in love with themselves first. Because when you fall in love with yourself, you start to understand what love is, right? And when you really understand what love is, not your opinion, not what the fucking the world thinks, but what it really is, like what it really is, when you start to fall in love with yourself, you'll start to realize what it really is, which ultimately will break the barrier of what I'm going to say, the number two reason why people can't find love, and it's your lust. It's the lust, man. If you like this, but this person over here wants to love you, but they just don't match up with your lust, you're not going to deal with them. It's that fucking simple. I don't give a fuck what y'all say, man. That's the biggest reason. People say it's sex. That could play a role too, because when you have sex with people, it can imprint you in a way, and you could be imprinted by certain people, and you don't want to deal with the other people. Like if you're imprinted by so-called belligerent bad boys or whatever you want to call it, or if you're a dude and you are imprinted by fun party girls and shit, when you come across those women that are more in the business minded and all that, you might actually be intimidated, or you might just not want to deal with them. Who knows? But you're imprinted by that. You might think, well, she probably ain't gonna give me good enough sex like the party girl, so let me just stick over here to what I know. And that's what a lot of women do. They stick to what they know, man. They want the good guy, but it's foreign to them. They're like, nah, let me just stick over here with this one. I'm used to this. I'm used to I'm used to the chaos and the toxic bullshit and all that shit, man. But sometimes it don't even be that. The number one thing, man, like I said, is fall in love with yourself. That's it, because the more you fall, I'm telling y'all, man, the more you love yourself, the more you're going to understand what love really is. You can't pick love unless you know it yourself. Like you could pick people. Like I like him because he's 6'5" and chocolate with tattoos, and I like her because her ass is big or whatever. But when you really know what love is, that's not going to be the reason why you're going to pick that person. You know what I mean? You're not going to pick somebody based off of lust, even though you're going to lust who you want to love. But your lust will become love more than lust, if that makes sense. So in other words, when my lust becomes love more than lust, I start to look at shit that really matters in a woman. You see what I'm saying? So will you. So will anybody else. But as long as their lust is just lust, as long as their love is lust, they done. As long as their love is primarily lust, they're done. They will not find it, man, because they're always going to pick lust. They might luck up. Let me take that back. You might actually luck up. Your lust, like if you still in that lust over love stage, You might luck up and pick the person you lust, and they might be the love, and they might want to love you because it's really their choice, not yours. It's your choice to pick them, but it's not your choice to love or for them to love you. Remember that. It's your choice to pick somebody, but it's not your choice. It's not your choice to if they go and love you or not. They can stop loving you any given day of the week, and 20 years later, whatever. That's why it don't matter. You just gotta enjoy the moment. But as long as your lust is stronger than the love, you know what I mean, you're probably going to pick the wrong person, man. 9 times out of 10. That's just the way it is, you know. And that post, that woman's blaming it on sex, which could play a part because she might not want to sleep with nice guys, or, you know, it depends on why she wants to sleep with somebody, or you, or whoever. It depends on what makes you want to sleep with them and shit like that. If it's dumbass shit, then yeah, you're done. But what about if man, I like the fact that the woman cares about me and make sure that I'm good. What if that makes me hard? Then I'm probably going to be good, because shit that matters in a woman is what makes me turned on. Not just, oh, she got a big ass, that's it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? If a man goes off of that, he's done. Unless he just lucks up. The only other, it's like fucking hitting a lottery. Basically, if you go off of just lust, it's like hitting a lottery. Yeah, you're going to be able to pick somebody you lust, and you're going to pick them because you're going off lust. But the odds of them loving you back, I don't know, because did you go off of lust? Did you pick them based off of love? When you pick people, is it based off of love? More than lust. Gotta ask yourself this. But people are not going to ask themselves this because they can't get past the lust part. So that's the ultimate reason why people can't love. You know, let's say a woman makes so much and she wants a man to make the same or more. She refuses to date a man that makes a little less than her, whatever. She refuses. That's part of her lust. See, lust ain't just what you look like. Okay, he looks this way. It could be what he makes too. That's lust too. Does he make a lot of money, or is he a street dude? Just different things, man. It's still a lust. Whatever makes you like a woman or man is your lust, basically. But is your lust based off of love? Primarily, anyway. Is it based off of love? If not, then yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Just like it's okay to want a woman. It's okay to like looks. You're supposed to like a woman that looks good. Like, you're supposed to be attracted to them, and attractive, of course, but attracted, right? But you can't base everything off of that. You know what I mean? You can't just say, I'm going to pick you just because I think you're so good looking. I'm telling you right now, that's probably not going to end up good for you. You know what I mean? It's just not. So it boils down to options and shit like that, you know? And a lot of times, man, the more options a person seems to have, the more they probably ain't going to pick the right person if they pick anybody, because they're always going to feel like they could do a little bit better. They're always going to feel like somebody else is right around the corner. You know, that lottery ticket is right around the corner. Hypothetically saying, I'm not just saying they're out for money, but to them, the perfect person, that perfect woman or man is right around the corner. If I just wait a little bit longer, and they're going to wait until they cash their self out and they no longer are in their prime. That's usually what happens. You see a lot of time with models and even dudes sometimes. They wait until it's too late. The only thing about being a guy is you still can get away with it because, you know, you're primarily judged off of your success, you know, not looks like a woman. But a woman primarily is judged off her looks. That's why if she waits too late, it's done. It's over with. You know what I mean? Because there's other younger women, and all they really require to have is looks. But a woman can't go down the line and say, you know what, I'm going to find a younger guy that's on the level of this older guy who worked to get there. It's rare. It's rare that you're going to find younger guys on a higher level than the older guys. So it's harder for women. So that's why men get away with it, but they still can wait too late and cash themselves out, because they might only be dealing with younger women who only want them for money. So either way, it's still a lose-lose. But it's all about lust at the end of the day, y'all. You know, and until you realize that shit, man, Until you start to think like, you know what, I want somebody that is more going to do me right more than what I want and what they look like and all that bullshit. And I'm not saying settle for what you don't want, you know what I mean? But I am saying until you put that more of a primary reason why you pick somebody, you're not going to pick the right person more than likely, because you're still picking off of lust more than anything. So an example, this woman, this is a supermodel. And this girl still looks good, you know what I mean? She still look good and shit. She's just not the supermodel. And the supermodel don't do shit but basically have her hand out. This other girl will do everything for that guy. But in that guy's mind, he just gotta have the looks above everything. And he's gonna pick that supermodel and he's gonna get burned. So ask yourself, what do you have as primary attributes and when it comes to you picking a woman or man? You got to go back to the drawing board. I've said this 1,000 times and don't nobody want to hear. You know what I mean? If your drawing board was so fucking perfect, then you would, why you having a problem picking the right person? I ain't even going to put it on you. I ain't even going to say you're the problem, even though picking your choice is a problem, you know? But if what you pick in men or women are so right and so perfect, then why ain't you picked the right one yet? See, until people admit that, man, what I like is a problem. I need to tweak this a little bit. I might not have to tweak it all the way, but I need to tweak it a little bit. He ain't got to be 6'5", but at least 6 foot. You know what I mean? He can't be short as hell, but he ain't got to be 6'5". You know what I mean? He ain't got to be super dark, just a little darker, whatever. Just tweak that shit a little bit so you can have more opportunity, but motherfuckers ain't doing that. They ain't tweaking shit when it comes to nothing. What they want is what they want, and unfortunately, if what they want ain't what want them back, they're fucked. There's no other way around that shit. You're done. And that's why I say, man, fuck that shit. It's more important to have the right woman more than what she look like and dumb shit that does not matter. It don't fucking matter, man. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. No, it don't matter. Okay, she's a model and she's not. But she loves me to the moon and back, and this one don't. Who you think I'm gonna get the best sex from and the best experience from? Y'all fucking worried about what a look. That look ain't gonna mean shit once you start to really like this girl. This girl gonna look better because you really feeling that girl. That girl made you love her. Yeah, that model don't mean shit no more. But you can't tell people that. That's another thing you can't tell people. They don't understand that sometimes you might not really like a person that much like that yet. But if you actually got close to them and really got to know them, which everything should be really all about, you would be surprised. You know, just like you would be surprised the other way. Like you see somebody and you think they're the perfect person, and then you get to know them and you realize that maybe they're not that perfect. So it goes both ways. But motherfuckers ain't even taking time to do that. They're rejecting or accepting people based off of the surface. Based off they lust. Based off of fucking lust. If you pass they lust list, you're in. I don't even give a fuck. I don't even want to get to know the motherfucker. They pass the lust list, they in. I agree with being friends, but the problem is everybody's abusing that. So it's kind of like, am I in a friend zone? Oh shit. The friend zone means she's just keeping me there. She's going to fuck Chad and Tyrone. That's the issue. See, people have fucked up the friend zone, which is another reason why motherfuckers can't find love, because nobody trusts that friend zone. I don't want to be in that friend zone. You know what I mean? That's how people are. And I don't blame them, because usually that friend zone for a man is you're just there for attention, and for a woman, you're just there for sex. So I don't blame them. But it's probably the best way to be in that friend zone first with each other. But like I said, man, people have fucked that up. They abused that. Just like dating. You know, people have abused that. Using men for dates and men trying to only take you on a date for sex and shit. That's abusing the dates. So now, nobody want to date. Nobody want to go out to eat with each other and shit like this, man. It's pretty sad, man. But we find a friend in a person, someone you go with. So many options. I don't understand that. I can't put my eggs in one basket. That's not. I know what you meant, but that's not. You didn't listen. You completely ignore what I said. I know exactly what you said. I just said being friends first is great, but I'm trying to explain to you why people are not with it, especially men. Yeah, it sounds good, but in the back of a man's mind, man, she put me in a friend zone. She must not really like me like that because she didn't do that to all the other guys she liked like that. You know, this is what men are thinking. She's fucking that other guy probably. She probably fucking somebody else. I'm just there. And it's not fair. It's not fair. It's just not, but that's the way it is. That's what I would think. Because now that I know the game and I know how a lot of women move and shit, like, wait a minute. Why is it that these guys are always getting the best benefits of the woman, but here I am in a friend zone or something? You see what I'm saying? It don't add up. It don't add up. That's like a man only sleeping with a woman, right? And not trying to spend no time with her or anything like that. Or go out with her or anything like that. It just don't add up. So a friend zone, being friends first is ideal. And it's probably the best. And I also said that's probably why it's not working with people a lot of times. Because they aren't being friends first. You know, you got to get to know each other and shit like that. But sometimes being a friend first can kind of kill the spark too. Because you're approaching it in a friendly way, not in a way of love too. So, or lust or whatever you want to call it. So it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard for me to just be friends with a woman. Can't touch her, none of that. Just be friends. That's kind of difficult for a man. Especially if the man really has intentions on. You're saying no, but you're not a man. You're a woman. See, that's where you can't say that because you're not a man. You don't understand. It's completely different. It might not be that hard for you. It might not be that hard for a woman to be a friend with a man and not touch him. But then again, a lot of men are going to think, well, she couldn't keep her hands off the guys before. So why she could keep her hands off of me? She must friend zone me, man. No man wants to be in a friend zone. No man wants to be in a friend zone. I mean, you could go ahead and do it. I'm telling you right now what I know from men. And I'm telling you why they don't want to be. Because even though it might not be you or your fault, they're going off of what they see from other men, what's happening to other men with other women. See, other women have fucked it up. They have fucked up men wanting to take women on dates. They have fucked up men being okay with waiting for sex. They have fucked it up with men being okay with being in her friend zone, all that. Because they abused it. Just like men have abused certain things that women used to be okay with. Now they're not. It's the same fucking thing. It's the same thing. So in other words, if I don't cash out right away, then more than likely she's going to go to Chad or Tyrone. You know what I mean? Because men have fucked it up to where women used to wait around and be okay with you not cashing out. You just trying to be yourself or take her on a coffee date. Now it's to the point you don't take me on this $500 date, then I'll just get on the internet and I'll find a guy who will. Nothing you can do about it, man. You just have to find the right motherfucker that actually wants to really try to be, that doesn't want to play the game. That's another thing. Everybody want to play the game because they think it's more attracting. They think it's more attracting to act like you're hard to get and ignoring each other. It's just dumb. But that's the way it goes. And then the moment you say, hey, I'm all yours, now they don't want you and shit. Especially people playing the game. But everybody damn near is playing the game. Not everybody, but damn near everybody. And a lot of times, whether you are intending on playing the game or not, you're already thrown in the game by default because everybody else is playing it. So by default, you're already in the motherfucking game. You know what I'm saying? Nothing you can do about it. She already talking to a lot of other men, more than likely, not always, but most women. See, you gotta understand, it's not just you or one other woman. No, you can't do it that way. This is an effect that happens. Everybody's affected by it. So you gotta understand, when you come across a guy or a girl, 9 times out of 10, they're already talking to a lot of people or sleeping with people. That's just the way it is, and it's fucked up. It's fucked up, man. And then you got social media and all that, so it's hard for people to keep their attention on one person. It's almost rare. It's starting to become obsolete. I think I'm bored with him. Let me hit my social media up and try to find another guy in there, you know? And when it comes to women, they have the opportunity to always get the experience with the guy they want. Might not be able to lock him down, but they'll at least get to experience him. Men don't have, that's not the case with a man. You might not ever get the opportunity to experience a woman that you really would like. But a woman, she probably will at least get to sleep with the guy. And that don't mean nothing as a woman, of course. She like, what does that mean? That's not what I want. I get it. But at least women get the opportunity to at least experience the ones they really want. But that's why a lot of times why women overlook the good guys that are actually right for them, because they have the experience, they have the chance or the opportunity to actually sleep with guys they really want. But the problem is, if the guy don't really want them, then it's going to be a big problem. But they're going to still pick that one over that one because they like that one more. Remember, they had the chance to at least experience the guy they like the most. So it's hard for a woman, because if the guy she likes the most don't like her back the most, well, you already know what's going to happen, more than likely. It's fucked up. It's fucked up, man. But for a man, it's not really fucked up. It is fucked up that you might not get to experience a girl you might really want. But at the same time, as a man, it's a blessing in disguise, because it makes it easier to figure out who the fuck likes you and who the fuck don't. Unless, once you become successful. See, there's levels to this shit. Once you become successful as a man, then now you are a woman, basically. Not you are a woman, but you are like a woman. You have a lot of options now. Just like a woman has a lot of options because she has a fucking vagina, basically. Well, once you become a successful man, you kind of get in that type of level. But the thing is, now you got to figure out who likes you for you. Now you got to do what women got to do. You know what I'm saying? Because women always have to do this. They always have to do this. Even though they get the opportunity to at least sleep with the guy they want the most, right? They still always got to filter out who really likes them for them, because they have a vagina. But, you know, men, we don't got to worry about that until we become successful. Then, once we become successful, yeah, now you know what it feels like to be a woman, because motherfuckers be at you for the wrong shit. Yeah, you got a lot of options, but are they really options, you know? So it boils down to you, man, at the end of the day, man. If I look like, damn. Fuck it. If I look like if I'm Tom Brady, but her main lust is Steph Curry, she's not gonna pick me, dog. She might think I'm attractive and all, but it's not what she really wants. I'm telling y'all, man, that's how it goes. That's how it goes. It's a little different for men. With men, it's not necessarily like if you're Tom Brady or Stephen Curry, it's more like, is she attractive or not? That's all it boils down to with men. But with women, like, if you're not exactly what they really looking for, then yeah, you pretty much done, bro. And remember, she's always got that option to get that one she really wants. That's why a lot of y'all men ain't getting the women. This is why you wonder why this and why they don't want the good guy. It ain't about being a good guy, man. It's about being an attractive guy. Of course they want you. Of course women want a good guy. Yeah, but you got to be the one that she wants. If you not, it doesn't fucking matter. Unless it's a woman that's going to use and manipulate a man to get what she wants out of you. She still don't want you. She just wants what she can get from you. But a solid woman ain't even going to do that. She's not even going to deal with you at all because you're not what she wants. She's not even going to do you like that. She's not going to waste her time on you, and she's not going to let you waste your time on her. She's just going to just leave you alone. You're not what I want. It is what it is, man. Y'all should be Instead of a lot of y'all men complaining or hating women who reject you, that don't want you, you should actually be thanking them. You should actually be thanking them because they could lead you on. So, and same thing with a lot of y'all women, man. A lot of men might not fuck with you because they don't want to, believe it or not, you do have some men out here who don't want to use women or do them wrong. So they like, I don't really like the woman, so I'm not going to fuck with her like that. But then you got men who don't give a fuck. They'll fuck anything. So, but you know, you tell them, I don't want you or something, then they might get mad, you know. But they shouldn't. They should look at it as a blessing, you know. You can't negotiate attraction, man. Can't negotiate someone loving you. Love yourself. Love yourself, man, because that's all you really have at the end of the day. When everybody else bail out on you, or she fucked another guy, left you with another guy, the only thing you're going to have, dog, is that love for yourself. If you don't have it, you're going to break. You're not going to want to eat. You're not going to want to do none of that. I've been there and done it before. That's why the last time it didn't break me. You know what I mean? But the time before, somewhat. It didn't break me to the point of broken. But you learn from that one. That one made me learn. Actually, there was two. Because I've been in like 3 long relationships. The first one completely broke me, right? Didn't break me. Almost broke me. You know what I mean? But I was super, super young. Super young. Back then, you would fucking be ready to blow up a building because your car didn't work. Y'all know how it is when you're super young, right? But you learn from that. You start to love yourself a little bit more. So the next one still kind of broke me. But that after that second one, I ain't never lived with a woman since. I learned to love myself. You know what I mean? And I fell in love with myself after that second one. And now, and then on the last one, it didn't really bother. It did bother me mentally, but not even close to the point of the other two. Not because I didn't like the woman the same. That's not it. Because I like them all the same. The point is I'm stronger now and I love myself more. So if she does want to fuck another guy or whatever she want to do or leave or whatever, I love myself. I can always fall back on myself like, damn, okay. Damn, I didn't want to leave the girl or let the girl go, or I didn't want her to leave me, but I love myself. So yeah, you still going to go through that pain of anytime you break up with somebody you care about. But it's different when you love yourself versus when you really don't have that love for yourself. Because that's where you get the people going out of their character and becoming somebody they're not. They lose themselves. But if you love yourself, you're not going to lose yourself because you love yourself. You're going to stay that person. But if you never really loved yourself, this is where you don't care. You don't mind being somebody else. I don't mind sleeping around with a bunch of women. Because why? Because I never loved myself anyway. I never loved the real Tawan, right? So since I never loved the real Tawan, it doesn't matter who I be. I might as well just go out and just do this and that. Because the old girl don't want me no more. Now I don't care about myself. So I'm going to go sleep with a bunch of women with no rubbers and this and that. And I'm going to start drinking again and all this shit. See? But you don't do that when you love yourself. It actually just lights a fire under you to become better. Of course, it still bothers you, but it doesn't affect you in a negative way, really. It's just like, okay, I got to get through the storm. You don't stop eating and all this crazy shit, man. You know, a lot of people are acting the way they are because of they don't really love themselves like that. They haven't fell in love with themselves. So now that somebody else don't love them or show them validation or something, they're going crazy. You know what I mean? They're going crazy. Gotta love yourself, man. A lot of people are gonna leave good people because they feel like, well, this person loved me so much, they ain't gonna ever leave me alone. I got them on lock forever. But they fail to realize that that same heart that they love you with, the other person, that they love their self with. See, that's what I mean by loving yourself. Another thing, you know what I mean? If you don't love yourself, it's going to cost you somebody in the future, because what are you going to do? You're going to start becoming somebody you're not, and you're going to start hating women or hating men, right? And you're going to move a whole different way. You're going to do different shit. It's a problem. Don't do it. Very important to love yourself, man. Also, when you don't love yourself, this is why a lot of people right now are in relationships that they don't want to be in. They don't want to be there, but they scared nobody else wants me. See, when you love yourself, I know somebody else wants me. And if they don't, I don't give a flying fuck. Literally, right? You really don't care if nobody else loves you, because you got that love for yourself. It's not the same as being loved by a woman, of course. It's a little different, but it's actually, I hate to say better, because if a woman really loves you like you love yourself, then that's a whole another thing. But if the woman don't really love you like you love yourself, then it's nothing. The only way I would say that it's the same or better, is when a woman loves you like you love yourself, because now you got that extra love. You know what I mean? But if that woman or man don't love you like you love yourself, then you really ain't missing out on nothing. This is where they cheating shit. You know what I mean? You don't cheat on yourself, do you? You wouldn't do it to yourself, would you? You wouldn't cheat on that person, would you? That same love that you got for them and yourself, if you ain't getting that back, don't matter. But anyway, this is why they stay with relationships they shouldn't be in, because they don't love themselves enough to leave. See, and they don't think they'll get somebody better. And it ain't even about if you get somebody better. It don't even matter if you don't ever get nobody else. It's about I'm not staying with you knowing you sucking that dude's dick and all this shit. I'm not staying with you. See? But if you don't love yourself, fuck it, man. Nobody else want me anyway. I know she just fucked with old dude the other day. I've been there and done that shit, man. You know what I mean? Because I didn't love myself like that. Now, I love myself. You know what I'm saying? And I know other people have been through it, or they're going through it right now. And you won't leave because you don't love yourself enough, man. You're scared. You know what I mean? You think that staying with this person is actually love when it's really not. Because if it was, then why the fuck would you even have to be thinking about leaving them? Doesn't matter. It doesn't make sense. Would you do to yourself what they're doing to you? Would you act like you love yourself so much, right? And then go fuck other people? It's just bullshit, man. Just seen a video, dude let the girl stay home and do everything for the girl. And she had another dude in her bed, man. He caught it on video. Something told him to check his video in the house. Bullshit, dog. But these are the type of things that happen when, I know it's off subject, but when you don't get you got to make sure that you are their number one choice. And I would like to say this too. You might not be their number one choice at first. That's why I agree with the friend zone thing. You might not be, because they might need to see who you really are. Sometimes people need to really see who somebody is. And sometimes people need to know what love really is. Sometimes people really don't know what love really is until they really get to know somebody and they see it from a different aspect. AKA, I like hood dudes. The good black dude don't get my panties wet. Well, if a lot of those women would step out of their fucking comfort zone, you know what I mean, and actually give some of those other guys a chance, they'd be surprised. But they don't think that. They think there's no way that this nice black dude can fuck me like this hood guy. There's no way this nice black guy can protect me like this hood guy. This is what the so-called, it ain't just black women. It's mostly, and it ain't just women who like black men. It's a lot of women. They don't believe that. There's no way this nice guy right here can fuck me the best I've ever been fucked in my life. and love me the best I've ever been loved in my life, or make me feel as happy as this guy. Even though he just cheated on me last week and busted my fucking eye and tire and shit. No way that good guy can make me feel better than him. And that's what they do. Same thing with a man. No way this model can make me feel better than this girl over here. Even though she looked good too. But you know what? She's not the model. So there's no way in God's green earth that this model or this girl over here can make me feel happier than her. That's bullshit. Another reason why you should love yourself. Because when I love myself, I'm not necessarily looking for them to make me feel happy and loved. They're just a part of it. So I'm not looking, oh, let me get the model so I feel so complete. I already feel complete. And that's how you got to be as a woman or a man. You already got to feel complete. They are just I don't know if it's called byproduct. I ain't going to say that. They're just a part of your completeness. If that's even a word. I don't think it is, but whatever. They're just a part of it. But when you're already complete as a person, that means you love yourself. That means you feel whole and all that. You feel fulfilled. So now you don't have to look for it in other people, which ultimately doesn't clog your judgment of who you should pick. But if you are missing shit within yourself, right? That could cause you to pick this one for this reason or that one for that reason, which could be the wrong reasons why you shouldn't have picked this one over that one or that one over this one. I hope y'all following me, man, because I really should be in this gym right about now. But we going in there. Y'all know I'm telling y'all, man, when I take this protein shake, it's like I get in a trance, you know what I mean? Just the spirit take over, like, and just drop shit on y'all, man. That's what it's all about, man. Gotta love yourself, man. Got to. It covers everything. And even if you do find love and you don't love yourself, what's usually going to happen is you're going to put too much weight on that person. Because since I don't love myself, right, now I need you to make up for it, which will never be enough because I don't love myself. So there's nothing she could do. It don't matter. It's always going to be more and more. You suck my dick for 45 minutes. I need 150 minutes now. You know, it's never going to be enough. So a lot of times women might ask themselves, or even men, like the guy in the video, I did everything for this woman. Why she still cheat? Because she still needs fulfillment. For whatever reason. Instead of her looking for it in herself or a guy looking for it in himself, he needs it in other places. You might have done your job. You might have been enough, but they don't see it because they don't have it within themselves. If you have it within yourself already, you don't depend on other people to fulfill you with the shit. You already fulfilled with it. Relationships shouldn't be about, I need you to make me feel loved. And well, of course you want to feel loved by them, but it shouldn't be about, I need you to make me feel this way. It should already be there. I need you to take care of me. You should already be doing that. I'm telling you, man, when you don't love yourself, I need you to do my laundry. I need you to cook for me. I need you to do this. I need you to do that. But if I love myself, you know what? She worked hard today. I got this. I'm gonna cook for her today. We'll cook for her tonight. You see, it ain't, oh man, you're the woman and you're my woman, cook for me. I need you to cook. I'm a big baby with a fucking diaper on, basically. And sometimes with the women, why they don't feel fulfilled. You know, they don't feel like they happy. A lot of times it ain't got shit to do with the fucking man you with. It's you. It's you. And this is why a lot of times I left a good guy. Why she leave? Because she thought that something, it's just him not making me happy. She never looked at herself. She never looked at herself and said, maybe it's not him. Maybe he does make me happy, but I'm not still happy because of something in me that I need to work on. They don't want to do that. They don't want to do it. This is why I tell y'all, man, if a woman don't make herself happy, you're done. There ain't nothing you could do about it. You need help making a woman happy. You need help making a man happy. You can't make them happy by yourself without their help. Because there has to be appreciation there. There has to be fulfillment within their self already there. If not, you're basically going to be a slave to their happiness, and it's never going to be enough. I don't give a fuck who you are, man, and what you do. I don't care. You could give them the whole fucking universe. You could give them your life, and it still ain't going to be enough. So this is what it is, man. Both people have to love each other and love themselves. That's self-love, man. Can't stress it enough. And I really mean really love yourself. I ain't talking about I love myself somewhat, but I need a man or woman to really make me feel happy. I'm not talking. No, that's not enough. That ain't it. That ain't enough. You know, this is why a lot of women are saying that a man who needs a lot of sex partners is unhappy with himself, and I see why now. You know, at first I'm like, I don't make, not really. But now that I think about it, yes, really. Because 9 times out of 10, you're sleeping around with a bunch of people because you want that drug, that hit. You know what I mean? And you like the validation of, ooh, I'm the shit. One woman ain't enough for you. So you need 20, 30, and all this bullshit. Even though the sex is damn near the same and all this other shit. You know what I mean? Basically the same damn shit. Imagine a man with 20 women who are basically the same towards this guy. Like, what the fuck does 20, for what? Makes zero sense, don't it? Same thing with a woman. Oh, his attention ain't enough. His money ain't enough. This and that ain't enough. I need it from this multiple men. Guess what? All those men still ain't gonna make her happy. All those fucking 500 motherfuckers in her inbox still ain't gonna make her happy. She's still gonna, it ain't enough. Ask yourself as a man on this one. Go look in these women's inboxes. You be like, how the fuck you still not happy and you still complaining about men? You should see my inbox compared to yours. It's not even close. You got all this shit, and I understand a lot of it be men they don't want. I get it, man. But even if it was men they want, it still wouldn't be enough. Not for a woman that ain't in love with herself. It ain't gonna be enough. And that means you're not gonna be enough. Eventually. At first, maybe, yeah. But but the longer the relationship go, if both people don't love each other, then there's not going to be appreciation. There's not going to be, drive to want to keep going. There's not going to be enough love, self-love within themselves to keep dealing with that person. They're going to start to think that it's you that why I'm not happy. Yeah, it's you. I need to replace you with this other guy or this other girl. Because that's going to make me happy or happier than with you because you're not doing it. But really, it's them. It's not you. And they'll find that out when they leave and try to come back later, like they always do. Damn, I'm still not happy with, I done got a new woman or man, I'm still not happy. Yeah, you're not happy. You know why? Because it wasn't the guy you was with. It wasn't the girl you was with. It was you. You didn't look for love within yourself, man. I'm not trying to hate. And I'm not trying to make people feel bad. I'm just telling you, look for that self-love, man. Number one first. Gotta have it. And once you start loving yourself, you start wanting to make money and all these things. Start to feel better, more energy. Start to eat a little bit better, all these things. Everything covers it. And if you're a parent, you're going to be more wanting to be a parent. All this shit. You know what I'm saying? All this shit, man. Another example of loving yourself is versus somebody who might not love themselves as much is, let's say people put themselves in debt for going to buy a car or something they can't afford. Versus a man who can afford it, but you know what? I'll get a new car when I get it. It ain't about women. Or trying to feel validation from a woman because I buy a car. So I'll buy when I want. Or, wait a minute, them Jordans do come out tomorrow. Oh, shit. Hopefully I get lucky, y'all. Jordans come out tomorrow. Yeah, I'm man, motherfucker buying Jordans and they fucked up the next day. Because he only bought it for that validation for that one day. Versus a motherfucker, I'm just buying them because I want them. I promise y'all, you go in my closet right now. You be lucky to find a scratch on the shoes I got. That's because I bought them for me. It doesn't matter if they 20 years old or not. I bought them for me. I still love them to this day. All the clothes I got, I still love to this day. Because when I bought it, I was thinking about, can I wear this forever, basically? Yeah, I think so. I'll take it. It wasn't about, I'm going to wear this for one day and look good for everybody and try to get validation. That's what I'm telling y'all, man. Don't do it. Do it for you. That goes for everything, man. No, gym, all that. Do that shit for you first. Some of y'all might want to lose weight for men. Don't do that. Some of y'all men want to get fit for women. Don't do that. Of course, the benefits of it is a woman or man liking the fact that you are looking good and shit, but don't do it for that reason. Of course, women and men going to like the fact that you're getting money or you're doing this or you're doing that, but don't do it for that reason. Do it for you. And if you have kids, that's the only other reason. Or if you're married, that's the only other reason you should do it for someone else. If you're married or you have kids. Other than that, stop doing all this shit for other people, man. You do this shit for you. Because if you do it for other people, you're gonna fold. You're gonna give up. You're not gonna want to go to work when it's snowing and shit out. Or once you, man, I got 100,000. Fuck it, I'm gonna be lazy for 6 months. You're not gonna have that drive. You know what I mean? I'm good now. Now I can get some women and shit. I'm good. This is what's going to happen. I'm telling you, man, you're not going to want to do it when nobody's looking, basically. That's another thing. I only want to do it when people are looking, you know? It's not a good thing, man. What did Joe Burrow just say? When you work out and shit, you do it for you. You don't got to broadcast it. Not saying you can't broadcast it, but deep down inside, you ultimately are doing this for you, not because you want people to see what you're doing. That's basically what Joe Burrow was trying to say. I don't know how he said it exactly, but that's basically what he was saying. It's just like churches say, "Oh, look at me! I put money in the church plate. Look at me." You know what I mean? Or look at me, I'm with my kids and all this. And that nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with sharing stories of men, especially, let me get on the men part, of sharing stories that you're with your kid and been a dad. But a lot of that shit be, I'm going to do this to try to get validation from females, man. And that's pretty sick if you use a kid to get validation from, that's just crazy, man. You know what I mean? Again, I'm not saying that you maybe you just felt like posting a story, but let's be real. A lot of times men are doing this shit to get the validation from the females, man. It's the fucking truth, man. And women know this shit. So, I mean, they know this by now. They hip to it. Man, it's crazy, man. But ain't nothing like that, man. Just feeling good, you know what I'm saying? Loving yourself. And especially when you've been through the hoops of, you know, seeing motherfuckers cheat on you and certain shit like that. And I don't try to play the victim, you know. But no, wrong is wrong. You know what I'm saying? But you see a lot of things, man, and then you don't fold and it don't break you, and you still love yourself more. A lot of your exes was coming back and forth trying to break you. That's why they kept coming back. Oh, he still takes me back. Let me flake on him again. You know, just trying to break you so you won't be able to love no other woman or man. You know what I mean? That's one reason why they doing it. That's probably the main reason why they doing it. Or they hate you or some shit. You know what I mean? Who knows, man, with people, you know. But purposely trying to hurt people, that's because them people don't love themselves. That's another reason. I got to get on that and I'm done. That's another thing. People hurt people. But hurt people are people who really don't really love themselves. If you really love yourself, I highly doubt that you're going to be running around, let me play with this person's mind and that person's mind. That's why I couldn't be a player even if I wanted to. Because I know that it's going to require hurting people's feelings. And I'm not talking about like, hurting their feelings because maybe you was like, I don't know if I really want you type shit. I'm talking about intentionally running game and all that. And knowing damn well you don't want to be with them and shit like that. Intentionally, though. You know, you're going to hurt people. So to be a player, you're heartless, basically. Because you have no heart. because you don't care about yourself. So therefore you don't care about others. So how can you care about others if you don't care about yourself? That's another problem. There's another reason why self-love is important. You know, it is what it is, man. Y'all have a good one, man. The weekend's finally here. And I'm happy as fuck. And I might just go out to eat. I don't know. I might not. I still got a little bit left. Some of that shit I made. But, you know, it's the weekend now, so I don't know. I might go somewhere. But I'm not even that hungry, for real, for real. We'll see when I get out this gym. But self-love, y'all. And that's about it, man. You gotta love yourself to know what love is, man. No way around it. If we talking about love, we ain't talking about, oh, I like him or her because of this or not. We talking about real love. You're not gonna be able to recognize when people really love you, or should I say really want to fuck with you, which is just premature really loving you, right? You're not gonna be able to recognize that if you don't love yourself. And most importantly, maybe you do recognize it, but if you still don't love yourself, you're probably gonna, nah, I don't want that. I'm gonna just pick, what's his name over here? I'm gonna pick old dude, Chad Tyrone or Pookie Ray Ray. I know these other black guys over here are the right ones, but I'm gonna pick these over here and then cry and act like they don't exist. That's what they do. That's exactly what they do. So it is what it is. And men do it too. But if you love yourself enough, you're not doing that. Ain't no way I'm picking a bad bitch over a fucking woman who's trying to be a solid, traditional, more like female. And I ain't talking about she gotta be in a fucking house, fucking slaving. Just more minded, traditional minded. No way I would pick a bad chick over that. I don't give a fuck how much better she looks. Not gonna happen because I love myself. I know what that's gonna do to me. If I pick that, I know what happens. I already know what's gonna happen if I pick that. So why would I? Because I love myself. So you gotta ask yourself, when a lot of these women and men constantly keep picking bullshit ass women and men, you already know they don't love you themselves, so they can't love you. They can't like you. I tell men all the time, y'all crying over women who pick bad guys, and I'm telling you, they Pookie and Ray Ray, female version. That's why they do it, man. If they love themselves, there's no way that they would do that. They would pick a good dude, and that's who they would fuck with. It might not be you. They might not be attracted to you, but they would pick one they're attracted to. But, you know, some people are imprinted with spirits and shit like that. So ultimately, you know, they don't get turned on by what's good. They only get turned on by toxic bullshit and what's bad. So same thing with the men. And ain't nothing you can do about it unless you try to fix that, recognize, and change it. You know what I'm saying? On that note, for real, I'm out of here, y'all.